And I'm excited to be here today, especially compared to the last event I emceed, which was a couple of nights ago, the Australian Cannibal Association Awards, annual awards. That was a bizarre event. I mean, it started off with some finger food, and then they had a guest speaker for dinner. I think he was a comedian because he tasted funny, and then at the end of the night, the audience gave me a big hand. And speaking of big hands, folks, why don't you extend your big hand to the person either side of you and say to them, I'm glad I'm sitting next to you. So if you just please tell them how you really feel. Excellent. I tell you another reason I'm excited to be here particularly today, folks, is that I'm now talking to a group of corporate event organisers. You people are from my world. Most events I go to, almost all of them, involve me walking into other worlds. It might be IT or finance or marketing or retail, and I have to do a lot of research so that I can understand their worlds. But I know what you do. And by the same token, I think that you will understand me better than most of my other audiences because you organise events, and in some ways I am exactly like a corporate event. I like to make people feel good. I work best when alcohol is involved, and I'm only held about once a year, which is a little sad. It's lonely as an MC, folks, but I am not famous. Next up is my most important rule. It is the applause clause. When you get an MC to come along to an event, you have them there to increase your audience's, the amount the audience gets out of the event. People learn more when they're having fun, so we're going to have fun today, even if we have to pretend that we're having fun. So this is how we do it. Anytime I introduce someone to the stage, I would like you to give an over-the-top round of cheer for a couple of seconds, just a slightly over-enthusiastic cheer, and then just clap in time to the specially selected music that I've provided as they make their way to the stage. It's simple, but it creates great atmosphere. We're just going to practice that now. In a moment I'll be introducing Marg Booth, who will be speaking to us. I'll do a quick pretend introduction to Marg, and when I finish it there'll be some music. You just cheer and then clap in time to the music a little bit. Okay, so let's see how we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please pretend to welcome Marg Booth. See, that's how it works. And a couple of you think you're having fun already. Alright, and finally, like at the Olympic Games, we round out the opening ceremony with the taking of an oath of allegiance. This is going to be the Great Expectation, Back to Basics Oath of Allegiance. Would you all please be upstanding for this very special moment? Place your left hand in the air. Place your right hand over your wallet. And in a loud voice repeat after me. I swear, more often than I probably should. Also I promise, that all times throughout the showcase, I will pretend to be extremely interested. So help me, Marg Booth. Okay, thank you very much. She's the closest thing we have to God in the room at the moment, folks. So we pledge allegiance to her. And speaking of great expectations, marvellous Managing Director Marg, how about welcoming her to the stage for some warm and wise words of welcome? Thank you very much, Marg. Well, we've heard from our event host. It's now right that we should hear from our venue host. And I'm not sure who in the audience has been to the Hotel Urban before in its previous incarnations, but I'm sure just looking around in the lobby alone, you will have to agree that it looks fantastic. It's undergone a phenomenal and stunning transition. I was fortunate enough to stay here last night, and I didn't eat here, but I stayed here, and I have to say that the rooms are very, very funky. That's certainly the word that came to mind for me. The staff are incredibly attentive, and the towels are so wonderfully fluffy. I'm having trouble shutting my suitcase. So, ladies and gentlemen, to help us learn a little more, please welcome the hotel manager for the Hotel Urban Brisbane, the very accommodating Lachlan Fennell.
Thanks, Darren. Great, mate.
I hope you've been enjoying your lunch. I hope you've been enjoying the company of the people around you. I hope you've been talking not just to the people that you've come with, but that you've met some new people in the near neighbourhood. My dad always said to me, he said, Darren, it's always very important to make the effort to meet new people and to be nice to them, because you never know who's going to be on the jury. So I urge you to do the same. My dad, a great guy, he got a lot from him. He always wanted me educationally to have all the advantages and opportunities that he never had. So he sent me to an all-girls school. So I do owe him a lot.